I think we're live. I think you can see my tray. This is what we are creating today. This is a special one for me because I had so much fun doing this one and have been excited to show you guys. So let me know when you get here. I know I'm running a couple of minutes late, so I am sorry about that. This has been such a busy weekend and busy day. I'm getting this pulled up where I can see your comments, but if somebody will let me know that you're live with me, you can see me, that always helps to be sure that I'm in the right spot and live. Okay, says I'm live. All right, look, isn't this the prettiest? I cannot wait to show you guys because it's one of the easiest things you'll ever do. If you're new to resin, this will be perfect for you. Now I can see y'all coming in. Hey guys, I'm glad y'all are here. Oh, it's turned out so pretty. Hope that the color is good. It almost looks a little off. I'm gonna check my little light here. Maybe that is why. Okay, let's see if that works. I think y'all can see. Again, if you are new to me, I'm Deb with Art and Grace, and I'm going to show you how to create something for Mother's Day that she will love. We can put our jewelry on here. You can put coins, anything, because once you're done with this, you know, and you throw stuff on, it's not going to hurt it because it's resin. It's going to be totally cured and sealed, so she can put all her stuff or whatever, and it's great. Oh, good. Looks beautiful. Thank you. Hi, Jane from PA. Good to know where you guys are coming from. I'm in Fort Worth, Texas, South Fort Worth. So that's always fun to see. We'll just get started right away because this is one that's going to go pretty quick. We just don't have to paint anything. I got this tray at Michael's, so let me show you the, oh, and I was going to show you this one too. If you like pink, or your mom would, or grandmother, or daughter, daughter-in-law, whoever would like pink, here's a beach-themed heart. And this one is over on Facebook. I did the tutorial there, but I will be transferring it here in a day or two. It just takes me a little bit of time to edit these. So use what you have and use the colors you love to create one of these, you know, using seashells and all the pretty things. Hello guys, I'm glad y'all are here. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start with our resin. We're going to go ahead and mix up quite a bit of resin today. I usually am doing small projects, and this is not large. It's just that it's going to take more resin than what we're used to. So I'm going to get all of our little supplies here. The first thing you want to do is put on gloves whenever you're dealing with resin. We don't want to get that on our hands, although I do use quality resin. I never ever would skimp on my resin. I use art resin. It is safe to use. It's even food safe once it's fully cured. There's no BPAs, COVs, or VOCs, which are small abbreviations for long, complicated chemicals that you don't want to breathe into your lungs. You don't want them around your family, your pets, or yourself. Hello guys, I see more of you. I'm so happy y'all are here. Help me get this out there because I didn't do very good on getting the word out today. Like I said, it's been really busy. So if y'all will help me, I would really appreciate it. So art resin is a 1-to-1 ratio. If you use a ½ ounce of one, you're going to use a ½ ounce of the other. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and mix up like 5 ounces. So I mark my cups so I can see them better. I'm going to do 2½ and then 5. And that little line on there, now these are black, but on my little medicine cups that I use, you can see where you can hardly see the lines. You have to really hold it in the light. So just get in the habit of using a marker or something to mark them, and it really helps. I'm going to pour our resin here. That's one part of this mix up to the 2.5 ounce line. With art resin, you don't want to go too deep on your first pour. This is as deep as you need to go on the first round. If you want to make it a deeper amount of resin in there, you can. Just let it cure and then add more resin once it does. I'm going right up to that line and stopping. Now, I always say this just because it's going to help somebody that's new. All of my regulars, they can finish my sentences. But when I pour one in the cup, I put my lid on and I put it either back where it goes or away from me, far away. So if I leave the room, maybe I get sick or the dog comes barging in, I have to get her out. when I sit back down, if they're both sitting here, I don't know which one's in the cup. So I am going to now do my hardener. And I promise that will help somebody. It helped me because that actually happened to me where I was just positive of the one I had just done. And so I went ahead and took a chance and mixed, the rest. And the next day it did not set up. It was a mushy mess. So if you'll get in that habit, you won't ever have that issue happen to you. Okay, right up to the line. And then that's all we need of that. Now I am going to set a timer for 3 minutes. We're going to stir this for 3 solid minutes. When I'm live with you, I'm using this little clock somebody sent me. I don't even know who. They didn't give me their name. It was just a gift. And so 3 minutes on this little clock. If I'm not live with you guys, then I'm using SIRI. But if I say that and have her set a timer, it sets one for all of you guys. Hey, Claudia. Thank you, Betty. That's what I was hoping. I appreciate that. I really didn't do good. If anybody knows how, now I don't know because, it's might be a little tricky, but if you have a way to put that link under my post that I made on Facebook, that would be amazing. Now, I don't know if y'all can, but if you're able to, that'd be great. Because I said, hey, come join me on YouTube. But I was in such a hurry, I didn't even put my link to YouTube. So people are probably like, well, I'd love to, but I don't know where you are. Oh, I know we've had a lot of rain too, Celeste. Hopefully you guys are not drowning and not having too many flooding issues and things. There's Ron. Hey, Sydney. I'm glad to see you live, friend. How are you? Thank you, Brenda, for spreading this out. I appreciate it. Yes, Cinco de Mayo. Yesterday was my daughter's birthday. My son's birthday is May 1st. So we celebrated birthdays this weekend. And so I always think about her because, Cinco de Mayo because it's the day after. And on her birthday, everybody's always saying, May the 4th be with you, But she does help me a lot with my business. Austin doesn't. The only thing I just don't see him very much, but in fact, I showed him this yesterday and he wanted one. And he said, just make it a little more manly. And I said, okay, I'll make you something manly like that. But he wanted one to put his stuff in. So I'm going to make him one, obviously not with the gold and white tray, but I thought that was a really good sign. If he likes something, I know it passes the test. But Maddie really does help me. Maddie and Ron. Ron actually went and checked my P.O. box today. So Pam, I can't wait to talk to you. I will message you after this live. Hey, Brother Ron. I haven't even really chatted with him yet because he came in from doing his errands and I was getting ready for this and said we'll talk after so we're just stirring this whole time, but as you notice, I'm not stirring. I'm not trying to whip a cake batter. I'm going slow and easy. You want to get these two blended really well, and every so often we need to scrape off our stick and get that worked back down. But art resin has never once failed me. I have made a mistake, but art resin's never failed me. So I highly recommend you just check into what you're using. Yeah, that'll wake you up. Check into what you're using. Be sure that it is safe and not harmful to breathe in. And when I say that, I mean do your research. Don't just trust the packaging, but actually do some research. If you need help with that, I'll help you. I'll tell you what to look for. But there's Sherry. Hey, friend. Yes, I'm so glad y'all are coming in. This thunder scared you. Did y'all hear? Well, y'all don't live right by me, most of you, but we had one clap of thunder that was, I thought it had hit something around here. It was so loud and scary. I am continuing to mix for a minute because I can feel my resin is not warm. Art resin loves a warm room, like 80 to 85 degrees would be ideal temperatures. But of course it's not like that, and with it being a little cloudy and cooler today, it feels a little cool in here. So I am going a little extra time to get that mixed up. Hi Helen, yes, I'm so glad you're on YouTube. Youngest grandson turned 13 yesterday. Oh, that's so cool, Claudia. I bet he likes that. Is he a Star Wars fan? Okay, so we're going to set our resin aside. I think that's good. Sometimes I do just go maybe 30 seconds extra if I feel like it's not quite mixed good enough. But really, 3 minutes is always gives me a perfect cure. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put our cup and we're going to put some sand on this. And I decided with this one to try the turquoise sand. I have had this for a couple of years and I got it either on Amazon or Michael's. I'm sorry, I can't remember, but just see what your stores have. You can look at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Amazon. You know, so many places carry things like this. Sometimes it's in the vase filler section. And so I'm just going to kind of turn it. Now, sometimes you see, and this is just the way it is, sometimes in their sand you might find something odd or an odd color. If I see it, I'll pick it out. Otherwise, I don't to worry about it too much. In the white one, there was a lot of it, so I did kind of sit and pick out some stuff. And here's a brown one. Let's see, not too much, not too bad. Looks pretty good. But the white, everything shows up. So if I saw really dark pieces, I just pick it out because I don't want that in my stuff. You're here on YouTube. Love the tray. Thank you, Helen. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of resin in, and I've done this a while, so let me think. I would say about an ounce. Let's look. That was 1 ounce, almost exactly, maybe a little bit more than an ounce. And I just eyeball it. But until you're, until you've used it long enough, you can just play around with measurements on something like sand. But I have found that this helps a lot to go ahead and mix some separately with your resin. And it keeps it from floating all over the place, right? So I'm just going to mix this up and get that good and mixed. I like these little disposable spoons you can get on Amazon. Sometimes things like these particular ones I ordered on Temu. I am no longer ordering Temu because of the tariffs. So just look at Amazon. They'll have the same things. Yeah, the tariffs got me. Tariffs have gotten me twice now. I'm not happy about it, so I'm just going to keep my mouth shut about that. But I am real frustrated. I do not like to lose money, and I lost a lot of money on tariffs unknowingly. Okay, so there's that ready to go. I'm going to set that aside. Now I've got a couple of little medicine cups. We're going to put about an ounce of in each of these. Again, you can eyeball it, or actually, I take that back. I don't know that I need a whole ounce of the darker color or the greenish color I'm going to use. So I'm going to do that. That's almost an ounce. Probably, I'll probably do about the same. I tell you what I'll do. I'll do this one an ounce and that one a little less. That will work good. So this one I want my turquoise in. And I'm going to also use another little spoon for that and just get some of my powder. I'm going to show you here. This is like a teal color. Oh, none of them are? 28 on the 3rd. Oh, right, Levada? Yeah, same. Me and Ron said, we feel so old. Like, what happened? We were just 30. Like, how does this happen? So about this is something that you just need to kind of read about and see. I know that you don't want too much powder because it will really take over. So I just kind of eyeball it with this little spoon, and you saw about how much. I've never tried to like measure it, but I start with less than I think I might need, and I can always add. That's my kind of how I do things. And then just mix. You do need to mix this really well so you don't have little powder particles. This is mica powders. And I did already put links in this video's description for the things that I'm using that I knew of. If I'm using something that I didn't think of, I will add it after. But I've got these powders in there. Isn't that pretty? It's like a metallic turquoise. It's so beautiful. I'm so glad y'all are here. Happy Monday to everybody. This weekend just flew by. I don't know if it did for everybody or just because we were super busy, but I blinked and it was gone. Ooh, we've got a winner. I haven't seen Marcia. Are you here? And I just gave it away, but we've got, okay, so something brand new to me. I'm pretty new at doing YouTube. I haven't done YouTube lives for very long. And they offered me to have channel subscribers. So I was like, sure, okay. Jumped in. I'm going to do about the same with this teal color, or I don't know if y'all call it something different. It's kind of a green teal, really pretty. And anyway, so we have subscribers on this channel now, and I have 3. I'm so happy. I would love to have 300, but I have 3. Got to start somewhere, right? And it's like, I want to say $2.99, and it's very simple. It doesn't give a lot of perks, but you know, for $2.99. But anyway, one of the perks is I'm sending happy mail out to a channel subscriber every month. So with this being a new month, I did a little wheel, you know, the wheel of names, and Marcia Ammons, there she is. You were the winner for for April. So you're going to get one of the pieces that we created in April sent to you. So thank you guys for being a subscriber on YouTube. I appreciate it. It's just a fun way to support your favorite YouTube friends. And I actually have one person that I subscribe to, and I don't even know what my perks are. Like, I just did it to help. You know what I mean? Like, just to say, oh, I appreciate you being here and teaching us. And it's actually a law channel. It has nothing to do with art, but I really am interested in court and crime and trials and things. It's like a little side hobby. So anyway, look at that, y'all. Look at that color. Can y'all see? I don't even know where to hold this. Oh, good. And thank you to everybody that supports in any way. You know, I appreciate all of you, and I'd love to send something to every one of you. Let me see if I got enough in this one. I was going to check and see if it was deep enough. That's really pretty. I do like that. And this, we're going to mix a little bit with that green, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. I think that's good. You can, I might just add, tell you what, I'm just going to add just a touch more. Just a touch. So not too much, because I've learned that you don't want too much. That also will mess with your resin if you add too much. So you don't want like a heaping spoon of it or anything. You just need enough to color it. I'll stir that again. Y'all with me? Oh, we have a new palette member, Sherry. Thank you so much. That's so cool. I appreciate you. Now listen, if you're a VIP, y'all are so sweet. You do not have to do that. Honestly, I consider, you know, that more of like just a tip, you know, like if somebody's watching and they're like, oh, I've never known how to do that. Thank you, because I know a lot of creators will not share how to do things, and you know, they want you to be in their membership and all that, and I understand, and I do too. Like, I want y'all to be in my membership too, because that's where I do go into so much more detail, but not everybody can afford that, and I understand, so I like to share knowledge here for free as well. What is a palette member? Oh goodness. Well, it's just a thing that YouTube has offered. So I named my little subscribers palette members, and you get little perks, like you get, I don't know, special emojis, and I can talk to you guys separately than everybody. So I can say, hey, here's a free tutorial if you want to look at it. You know, think just little perks because you're supporting me, and so I'm supporting you. Okay, so we're ready to start. This is how easy this is. Now, I usually tape the bottom of things because see how there's a seam, and I'm not sure that, you know, when I'm not sure, I tape it. But I've already done one of these, and I did tape it, but nothing seeped out. So I'm going to do this one the same way. And here's, like I said, I got this at Michael's if you want to screenshot that maybe. Of course, I didn't pay the $20. You get it on sale. But anyway, just flop it over and it's ready to go. So as long as there's nothing in it, so I'm just going to kind of do a quick little, be sure there's no little particles in it. we're ready to pour some things down. So I'm going to start with my sand that we mixed. And we're going to put that in one corner. Now the last one I did, let me be sure I'm in camera view. Let's not knock that over, Deb. Okay. I'm going to be sure I'm in camera view and then just put down our sand. I did like it at the angle, so I'm going to do that again. So do y'all have any ideas I can do one of these that's more manly? Y'all let me know, because I'm not sure what that would be. You know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know. I think just the white tray with the gold trim is very feminine, so I could just paint that or something. Or do a different tray that's not scalloped. Okay. And I think I'm going to switch. So it's kind of funny. I dropped my really good little, you know, the little silicone stick that has a little paddle at the bottom. They use them for makeup and putting on makeup things. Well, I dropped mine behind my desk here and haven't thought about it honestly to get back there and find it. I was trying to chunk it up into my little tray and I chunked it too hard. So just kind of move this around and use your little, if I had my paddle to kind of press it down. You can always add a little more resin if you need to, but I'm going to try to just get it how I want it because I love the fact that you can mix it like this and then put it where you want it and it's not going to budge. Does he like to fish? Yes, he does like to fish. He likes fishing, he likes football, he likes hockey, he likes, oh, I don't mean, he likes all the usual things, I guess. Growing up in Texas and going to Colorado and places like that for vacations. You got an idea? Okay. That's pretty good, but I'm gonna see why I wish I had that little one because it's got the little scraper that would have been perfect for this. I'm gonna grab another one of these. Fishing, oh, that's a great idea. Fishing lures. Brown instead of gold. Fishing lures is a cute idea. Y'all are smart. Okay. You'll see that it doesn't matter too much once we get this going. Because you're going to put lots of other elements in here. So that's pretty good. Okay. All right, now, and this is another, oh, Sherry, oh my goodness. You're so sweet, thank you. Oh my goodness. To clean your items, I always forget to mention this, just take a paper towel and swipe it really well. And I can continue using this today, but when I'm done and the live is over, I will take a paper towel and get it into my alcohol that's 91% and then clean it, and that takes it completely away. But for now, that's good enough. So just remember that the alcohol that's 91% is what you need to get everything good and clean really well. And then you're just able to reuse these pieces as many times as you want to. They will, you know, you buy once and just keep reusing. And that works for the cup too, if you want to do that. I know a lot of people throw them away, but you know, there's really no need. Now I'm going to pour a little bit of our just plain resin that we made, just plain old resin. And then kind of let it move around. In fact, you can heat it up. You can either use your butane torch, or I'm going to just kind of use this to move it really well and fast. Sorry, I know I'm moving that a lot on y'all. But this is how I did it the other day, and it worked really well. And then just kind of start putting what you want. So we'll start with our darkest color. This is that green teal, I'm calling it. It's really called malachite, I believe. Oh my goodness, Inga, you too? You guys are too good to me. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I appreciate y'all so much. So much. And I know I hear Ron banging around, so he's probably not even on here anymore. Okay, so let's do some of this. And I'm showing y'all how I did it. This is what I did. I just put it on kind of swirly. And then I did this one, the turquoise. Just giving it one more stir to be sure it's all good and mixed well. And put that down. And then kind of put that into my greenish color to let those two mix. Okay. And I've reserved a little bit of that green one. And then I took my stick and just mixed a little bit of these together, like so, just kind of back and forth with them. Now you can watch all the people, and every one of us will probably do it a little different, but this worked really well for what I was going for. Okay, and then I take my torch, turn it to the on position, and just kind of let those kind of pop the bubbles. Let those kind of mix a little. And then I did take my heat gun again. I've got to get me some nozzles. This is all I have right now. It's just the plain old Wagner 300. But if you've got a nozzle you can attach, you can really move these two around, or whatever colors you use. I don't have the nozzle attachment yet, so I'm just doing the best I can with what I have, and just kind of let those kind of go back and forth. The clear resin that I put kind of just helps them all move. Something like that. Now that's added a lot of heat into the mix, so you know you don't want to cook it. But I'm going to add a little more of the blue, and this is what I did, just kind of mix the two. And it just kind of continues to blend around. Art resin is self-leveling, so as long as I put this on a level surface, it'll continue to level out and it'll be just beautiful. Let's add a little more of the green. Oh, thank you for helping. I'm not really looking at comments right this second because I've got all this going on, but you know, thank you for helping. And I will go back and read the comments. Doesn't let me reply to live comments, but I can at least read them and message you if you need it, or you can send me a message or email, whatever. Okay, so something like that. And then I just add all of my beautiful elements I've got pulled. I did find this on Temu, although I know they'll have them on Amazon. It's just a clear glass shell. And like I said, I'm not shopping there anymore. They did me really dirty. I'm going to take these white little, what do you call them? Crushed glass. This is like iridescent, so it really, I'm excited to use these. I didn't use these on my last one because I forgot I had them. So I was like, ooh, I'm using those on the next one. The last one I just used clear glass, but this obviously is going to add a lot. And these you can get on Amazon. I've got them in my list of supplies here. I did like bringing a little bit of these things up on the sand. Once you do one or two, you know, you'll kind of decide how you like yours. So you don't have to do it just like mine. Just take this as an idea and change it up however you like. So like sprinkle a few on the beach if you want to. Okay, I have these little turquoise chips. These also are not the exact turquoise chips I used on my last one because again, I found a whole little box of these, so I'm going to use these. And you know, again, I could have put these out here, but I'm going to put them on this part of the beach area. Hope y'all are doing good. I feel bad I can't really watch your comments, but Now on this other one, I'm going to show you something. One of the differences that I did. In just a second, so hold tight. You know me, for me, more is better, so I just keep adding until I like it. But you could easily stop with less. You know, you don't have to use as much of all of this as I am. And then let's play around with shells. I think that's too big since we've got the glass seashell. I'm going to pick out a few smaller ones. Even that's big. Let's try this. I love these. Just, you know, if you have been on a beach vacation and collected shells, how cool would that be to use what you actually collected? And then after my live the other day, I made a couple of these. I've made these before. They're just literally a seashell that I painted. So just take any old shell that you have, paint it, and then I had a little leftover resin in my cup, just clear resin. So I put that on there very thin and then drop down some little elements, some little beads, a few pieces of glass. And then what I'll do is put a magnet on the back, and those will be super cute little magnets. But you could even put, you know, one of these in here. If I didn't have this big glass, y'all let me know if you think we should do that instead of the glass. But like you could put that in here even. You see? So don't let anything go to waste. And then, let me see, are y'all here? Because Tina's the last one I see. And then these are just beads and things that I've collected over the years. So I don't have a link for every single, you know, bead that I'm using, but I did put like most of things, or at least the ones I knew. Some of these are from jewelry that broke, like that one is, you know. You just use what you have. Maybe you have a necklace that broke or that you don't use anymore. These are those little flat gems. They're fun to use on anything beach. You see the idea. Just use what you have until you like the look of it. I'm going to move. Oh, that's pretty. That's just a little, it's a bead. It's actually a bead that has a hole in it, but I'll put it sideways so you don't really notice the hole. And that will be pretty. And then some of these larger, I'm going to move out of the way and grab some of these smaller things. These are just more smaller beads and kind of sprinkle those on the beach. I'm calling it the beach, you know what I mean. You know, just make it pretty. And really, that's about it. That's all you have to do. Let me take a look at it. I'm gonna, yeah, see that? I like it just like this. Oh, let me grab this. So if you have something that kind of moves or you drop it, just pick it up and put it back where you want it. And then I'm gonna pop bubbles again with my butane torch here. And all you have to do now is be sure that it's on a level surface. Oh, I dropped a little green bead. I'm taking that out. Be sure it's on a level surface, so have a level. And this desk actually is level. I had one that wasn't, and I had to put it on my other desk usually, but I could leave this right here and let it sit. You just cover it with something plastic, like or you could use a box. You can really use anything. I like the clear plastic because you can see in it and you can see if something's moved. So I have a little plastic bin that I cover it with and just kind of check on it. So I'll check on this for the next 30 minutes. Like every 15 minutes, I'll come and take a look and be sure nothing's moved. But other than that, it just has to cure. And in 12 hours, I can take it out, or I will take it outside and take pictures and things usually. After 24 hours, it's a soft cure, they call it. And after 72 hours, it's completely done and I can ship it. So you just kind of have to let it do its thing. This is what I did on my last one. I just kind of swirled them with my little stick. Now, if I had the attachments, I would be doing more of that, and I'm sure y'all have seen people do that. But for now, this is what I'm doing, and I love the look. I'm going to fix and show y'all that other one. So just kind of swirl it together, basically, with whatever colors you're choosing to use. Usually give it one last bubble pop since I played around with it. Y'all see that? Thank you. Well, you see how easy. It truly, truly is easy. It's not difficult. You just need to be shown how, you know. So I think a lot of times people show their beautiful things on Instagram and you're like, well, how'd they do it? And I've noticed they don't answer questions. So if somebody says, what kind of resin did you use? They don't even tell them. It's like gatekeeping. So that's it, step by step. And I did put the links in the description of this video if you guys want to make one. This is the first one. What I was going to show you is the difference is I used white sand on this one. I used clear glass instead of this, what do you call it, iridescent. And I did use some white here, but after reading, I jumped in and bought the white a couple of years ago and I hadn't used it. So I finally got it out and used it on this. But then as I was using it, it said danger, you know, this and that. And I was like, I can't believe I didn't notice that. So before I recommend that to y'all, I'm going to do some more research. So that's why I did not use it this time. It is probably fine. But one of the things that I know it said was, you know, have an open window, don't inhale. So you guys, I cannot recommend that because too many people will jump in and do things like I started to do with it. And I need to do my research before I, you know, can tell y'all that it's okay to use. Art resin is okay to use. You don't have to use a respirator. You can if it makes you feel better, but you don't have to. It's okay to breathe in. But that other stuff, I don't believe, you know, is that safe. So that's why I just, you know, I don't feel comfortable recommending it yet. I'm going to do a little more research, but that's this. So be sure and look for pictures tomorrow. I will always make a reel and kind of show y'all what it turned out like. And you can always go to Facebook if you're not on Facebook with me, because I do post a lot of photos there. But that's it. What do y'all think? Does anybody want to try it? I think that would be beautiful for Mother's Day, or of course for anybody, because you and I, you know, we would love to have it too. Just put your jewelry on it or whatever. All right, that is it. Super easy. Any questions or comments? 3 different shades of blue with fishing things. Yes, would be mainly by the lakes. You're right. My mind is just so on beach. When I get in this mode, I start doing a lot of beach stuff. And yeah, but you're right. Let's see. Thank you guys. Well, I had fun with it. I'm glad y'all were here to see this. Thank you to the new palette members. That's so exciting. We're going to do this, ladies. We're going to grow this step by step together, right? Thank you, Claudia. I'm glad you were here. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a wonderful evening. VIPs, I'll see y'all tomorrow at 2. And we'll have more fun. Brenda, she came in. Oh, I thought you were a channel or what do you call it? A palette. Thank you so much. You guys are the best supporters. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you, thank you. All right, have a good night, and I will see y'all soon. Bye-bye. Oh, by the way, we're live every Monday, 6 o'clock here.